because whether you go to New Orleans, Camden, Detroit, Oakland, Eupora, Mississippi, Birmingham, Alabama, the one thing we all have in common is they don't listen to us. That was our point of unity. In New Orleans, I went to a town hall meeting in the back of a church, in a church in New Orleans. A little sister from the United Students of New Orleans got up and said repeatedly, they don't listen to us. They don't listen to us. She was like, this is like 2013. I need counseling. I need counseling. And they giving me charter school. Right? And so they took all their public schools. So I see Roger coming up here, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and, I know my sister, I know how my sister get down. So let me say this. That the reason I'm saying, I'm talking about the 5 basic institutions and the nature of racism is because right now we don't need activists. We don't need activists. We don't need movement superstars. We don't need somebody who in the back of their mind want to run for office. So their involvement is connected to their ego. We need people who want to be part of an organism. You feel me? So, you know, I'm the national director, whatever, but I'll sit at the registration table. I'll serve the food. Whatever the work is, I'll do it. You follow me? It's not about me. It's about us. We have to build, and we have to realize this. If you are dealing with a value system that is entrenched in this country that says that your life does not matter, I hate to tell you this, but there is never a time in your life that you cannot be about organizing. Come on. Because there's always somebody organizing against your interests. So the We Choose campaign is saying school choice is illusion in Black and brown communities, but this is what we choose. And so while Donald Trump runs the White House, while he runs Congress, and while he runs Senate, he don't run your neighborhood. He don't run my neighborhood. So what we could do is build local coalitions strong enough to make elected officials scared to sell us out. So if they see a room full of young people holding up voter registration cards, a room full of white people holding up voter registration cards, and a room full of people that are in the union holding up voter registration cards, they can't play one group against the other. So we built an education platform that all of, people that work on testing, people that care about the school to prison pipeline, we all came together around a common platform and said that what we have to begin to do is not just say don't close our schools. We have to say, what is our vision for education? Because I'm not trusting a system that has demonstrated that it don't love me to envision the education of my son. I'm not doing it. Right? And so what's going to happen, and what you talking about diet, is that we came together and we envisioned what education is going to look like. And those mothers that were not used to being listened to got fired up because we were actually listening to them and taking their ideas, because they were excellent ideas, and we developed a world-class proposal for our schools. So all I'm saying to you, sisters and brothers, is that the We Choose campaign is about building local power in cities around the country, because we can have a national network, but if you ain't strong locally, then you faking the funk, right? Y'all remember MC Breeze back in the day? Ain't no future in your front, right? So we want to make sure that we have local power in neighborhoods around the United States. I want to say one more thing, March. Can I say one more thing?
I can't disrespect Chicago. Go ahead.
Thank you, sister. Thank you. All right. So I said we don't need activists. We need organizers. Organizing is like teaching. It's like being a doctor. It's like being an electrician. It has to be learned, right? It's an artistic science. So what I would say to you, sisters and brothers, those of you that are not organizers, but you want to get involved, is that you are connected to the right people to begin to study and learn how to build power. How to build power. I was just in Chile about 3-4 weeks ago. And Santiago, Chile is where privatization began. They actually got the University of Chicago, this during the dictatorship of Pinochet. And they actually took over all the public institutions. Everything privatized. Everybody in Chile gets a voucher. The whole country. So a peak game. So Santiago was a huge city, 6 million people. So we go visit a city called Valparaiso. So, it might be it's the American in me, but I just thought it was going to be some city with 30,000 people or whatever. Valparaiso has 2.4 million people in it. But the students in 2011 had an uprising in Valparaiso. They started their own political organization, Political Action Committee. They ran a brother from the student movement for mayor of a city with 2.4 million people and won.
Wow.
The mayor of Valparaiso is 31 years old and is against privatization, and they want sustainable community schools in Santiago, and they are joining the We Choose campaign. They have a congressman who's 29, whose name for the elders in the room is Jorge Jackson. So he was named after George Jackson.
Wow.
And so they are highly politicized. And they took a major city back. So if they can do that, why can't we do that?
Well, we can.
Right? So when people look at the hunger strike, I tell them all the time, yeah, we beat Rahm Emanuel. Rahm Emanuel, one of the most powerful Democrats in the world, and we beat him. And they put $16 million in that school for the hood. Children in that, I was just there yesterday, children in the school from my neighborhood, world-class resources. They put a mural up in honor of the hunger strike in the school, and the children did, right? So the children are politicized to the struggle in regards to the school. My point is this, that we won't win playing by the rules of our oppressors.
There you go.
So if you go do a march and they say leave, and you leave, you playing by their rules. If you go do a rally, and then, they know you're gonna rally. They know you go to a board meeting in Yale. They know that you might walk out of school. They wasn't seeing that hunger strike coming. When they got hit with that hunger strike, they were scrambling. They had people coming to spy on us in City of Chicago vans. Excuse my language. What are these niggas doing? They're looking at us, they can't figure it out. And so we were moving from a value system that they couldn't predict, that we were willing to starve ourselves to save this school. You are not going to close our last open enrollment neighborhood high school, because what that means is that gentrification is on steroids. That's all it means. Because the reason I'm talking to you all about the institutions is because this thing that's happening, this thing that's happening with education ain't about education. It's about removing us from spaces like this.
That's right.
Know that in your soul. Don't think that it's crazy.
Right.
Know it.
Right.
Know it in your soul. So in closing, before Ron should crack me upside the head, in closing, I would just say that I'm honored to be here. I'm honored to kind of be in the same space with you all. Any support you all need. If y'all trying to raise some, I come down here and raise it with you. Whatever y'all trying to do, we with you. People around the country are fighting back. It is not, we ain't selling you something that ain't true. People around the country are standing up in Detroit. They organized a Freedom School Network. They got 6 Freedom Schools operating throughout Detroit. You see what I'm saying? African-centered free schools, right? They kicked out the emergency manager in Detroit. In Pittsburgh, they kicked out Teach for America, the teachers you talking about, brother. The teachers that come, and because they can get their loan forgiven for teaching you. The brothers in Pittsburgh, in Steel City, kicked them out. Now, if you ever been to Pittsburgh, the hood in Pittsburgh is grimy, if you ever been to Pittsburgh. So, folks in Baltimore are organizing to expand community schools. In Milwaukee, they set up school defense teams. I'm in the room with them as they are organizing these school defense teams, mothers, students, organizing at schools based building against school closings. They stopped a charter school bill in Milwaukee and won $12 million for the expansion of sustainable community schools. All I'm saying to you, sisters and brothers, just like slave masters did not want anybody to know Toussaint Louverture's name.
Come on.
They did not want slaves to know that liberation was possible. The name Dessalines the Ferocious was like poison on the lips. Like the name Nat Turner was like poison on the lips. They don't want you to think that you can win, but you can win. You ain't got to pick up no bat, you ain't got to pick up no gun. All you got to do is organize.
That's right.
Look at your little brothers and sisters and recognize. Look at your little brothers and sisters and recognize that their lives are at stake.
That's right.
Look at this. Look at this. Whole Foods, Avis, Walmart, McDonald's, Victoria's Secret, Aramark, AT&T, what are you talking about? Sprint, American Airlines, JCPenney, British Petroleum, General Electric, American Express, Wendy's, Starbucks, Verizon, Fidelity Investments, Bank of America, Bayer, Cargill, Caterpillar, Chevron, Chrysler, Costco. I like Costco. John Deere, Eli Lilly and Company, ExxonMobil, GlaxoSmithKline, Johnson & Johnson, who make the lotion, Kmart, Coach Industries, Merck, Microsoft, Motorola, Nintendo, Pfizer, Procter & Gamble, Pepsi, ConAgra Foods, Shell, UPS, Idaho Potatoes. Who are those? $5 minus $5. Anybody can answer. I wish, brother, but it's a lot more insidious than that. Who are those? What do all those companies have in common?
Fortune 500 course.
Brother, I wish that was it. Nope. All of those companies are American companies that invest in prison land. So what I'm saying to you is we talk about slavery like it ended in 1865. The people who are in power have played the shell game with us for a couple of hundred years. Slavery is real in the United States.
Yeah.
And so if these American companies have invested in prisons, don't you think the governments that they control have to make sure that there is a population that keeps feeding those prisons?
Yes.
So inequity is not an accident.
Right.
Inequity is part of the economic development plan for this country.